Hey, what's up guys, my name is Csgo, and today we're going to be talking about some skins that I think are extremely underrated for under $5. Now, I talk about most of the weapons in CSGO in this video, but I'm not talking about every single one like the Negev, M249, and useless weapons like those, because if you're spending money on that, and even around if you're spending around $5 on an M249 skin, you need to reconsider your life and have your credit card taken away. Also, not all the prices that I say in this video are going to be the exact same if you're looking them up on the market, because prices obviously change like every second of the day, and there's a ton of these skins on the market. But with that out of the way, let's get right into the video. So first of all, we have the Glock Water Elemental field tested for $3.73. Now everybody pretty much knows what this skin is, and it's really underrated in my opinion for just like around $4. It does tend to have a lot of wear on it below the trigger. I have no clue what the official term of that is, but below the trigger it does tend to have a lot of wear, and on the front of it. But this Glock skin stands out the most to me, and it has a really spicy and unique design. And next up we have the Desert Eagle Conspiracy minimal wear for $3.76. It's a pretty simple design, but the all black design in my opinion makes it look really spicy, really sleek. And if you get a factory new version of it, it's pretty much the same as the minimal wear. There is a tiny bit of wear on the minimal wear. Well, that's why it's called minimal wear, because there's like a minimal whatever. But if you do want to upgrade to the factory new version, it is like $1.50 more, so I wouldn't really say it's worth it because minimal wear doesn't have a lot of wear, but you do you, man. Next we have the 5.7 case hardened minimal wear. You could also get the field tested one, which I think is like around $1 cheaper. It really depends on the pattern, but I wasn't really sure whether to put the skin in or not. But the 5.7 case hardened, along with a lot of other case hardened skins, tend to have some really cool patterns on them, and they tend to look really cool in game because a lot of people obviously like the blue patterns. There's some patterns that have like 100% blue on them. They're like $400. That's not under $5, but for under $5 you could definitely get a pattern with quite a bit of blue on it. But I wouldn't really count on it. This is a pretty cool skin, even if it doesn't have a ton of blue on it, but I wouldn't 100% count on getting a completely blue 5.7 for under $5. And next up we have the CZ75. Now there is a ton of options you can go with for the CZ75, and first of all I want to say the Souvenir CZ75 Nitro field tested for only $2.73. I feel like if you get one with some of the stickers of your favorite pro or maybe the favorite team you like in CSGO, you'll definitely get your money's worth. And not only that, but the stickers tend to cover up most of the wear on the gun, so it's a win-win situation. Plus the golden stickers look very, very cool. But if you don't really like souvenir weapons, an alternative you could use is a CZ75 Emerald factory new for only $2.21. I don't really know why this skin is so cheap, but it's literally just a bright green CZ. It looks really good if you have all your textures on high, and it's very, very good weapon for blending in with the bushes. It's not really that spicy of a weapon, but if you do put some green stickers on it, it does look really nice. Like I know Sprout stickers do blend in pretty well, and they look pretty good. But for our final pistol, we have the P2000 Fire Elemental field tested for $3.88. It's literally super hot fire on the gun, man. How could you not like it? But seriously, this is pretty much one of my favorite skins in the game, actually. It's obviously pretty much like the opposite to the Glock Water Elemental. Pretty cool design, pretty like cartoony if I say so myself, and I think the contrast between like the two colors on it, like the darkish blue and the orange/red, looks very nice, and it makes it look like a very good weapon. It also is covert, so I don't know why it's $4, but people selling this for cheap, man. It's hella worth it. Now onto our SMGs. First of all, we have the Souvenir MP9 Dark Age factory new for $3.05. Now the funny thing about this gun is that the actual like non-souvenir version of it is like $8. I don't know why. You could just scrape the stickers off and it would look the exact same and you would save $5. But so I've kind of always liked souvenir weapons, and the MP9 Dark Age has always been one of my favorite skins, and probably my favorite skin for the MP9, which is a really underrated weapon and people should use it more. But I feel like it's a must-buy weapon for my fellow CT players out there that always play like Beast Sight on Mirage. If you play in Beast Sight on Mirage, you could literally mow everyone down with this weapon. Just toss them molly, they're all lit, mow them all down with your cool $3.05 skin, and then get out of there. Our second SMG is the MP5 SD co-processor factory new for $2.60. Now this is literally just a copy-paste skin of my CPU, made a lot brighter blue, and it definitely stands out compared to the other MP5 MP5 skins. The Lab Rats is another cool one you could go with. It just came out. If you're a Prime user, which I imagine most of you are, you can actually get this for playing the new Danger Zone mode, and it's only 70 cents, so you could just buy it either way. It also is Souvenir, but it only comes with one sticker on it. There's no golden stickers, but yeah, it's a pretty cool gun. Our third SMG is the Mac10 Fade, factory new for $3.94. Now, I don't know how this thing is only $4 when the Glock Fade is like $300. That really doesn't make sense to me. I don't know how people can't really like the Fade skins in CSGO, and there's not really, this might be the only Fade skin in CSGO for under $5. I'm probably wrong on that, but let's just say it's the only Fade skin for under $5. And even if it isn't, why would you not buy a Fade skin for under $5? It's so worth it, man. I don't care where you're from. If you dislike any Fade skins in CSGO, we throw in hands, man. For our fourth SMG, we have the UMP Primal Saber minimal wear for $3.61. The skin actually used to be like $6, but I guess people don't really like UMPs anymore after the nerf, so it decided to go down $3. Also, the winter sale is going on right now, so people want to sell all their skins for cheap, and I imagine that a lot of these skins are going to go up in price after the winter sale, so you better buy them quick. But this skin is also one of my favorites in the game, just because there's no other really UMP skin like it. Like, no other UMP skin is like, I don't even know what type of blue you would call it. It's like a light blue color on it with a Primal Saber on the front. It's pretty good, man. The UMP Blaze is also a pretty cool skin, but it's like $10, and that's a year of YouTube ad revenue, so there's no chance of me getting that. And for our final SMG, we have the MP7. Now, the MP7 actually does have a lot of good options, and the first one I'm going to be going over is the MP7 Field Tested Bloodsport for $3.41. It's a pretty cool pattern. I believe it's also on the AK. It doesn't stand out that much compared to all the other skins I've gone over, but for $3.41, that's a pretty good deal. And also the MP7 Nemesis minimal wear for $2.79 is also pretty well detailed skin. It looks, I don't even know how to describe it, but if you want like a cheaper alternative that's not the Bloodsport for the MP7, I would definitely recommend picking that one up. Now on the most important weapons in the game, the good old rifles. Now just before I start, I just want to say I didn't do the M4A4 because it really doesn't have any cool skins for under $5, so don't hate me, but anyway, let's keep going. First of all, we have the Op Paw minimal wear for $4.06. Although it is minimal wear, it actually does tend to have a lot of wear on the front of it, but that's not that bad because it really doesn't take away from the pattern. It does have a really unique design, and there's like a ton of different patterns on this gun that you could get. I think there's also a rare pattern. I'm not sure if it's the one I'm inspecting or not, but there is a lot of rare patterns for this gun. It does have like a golden cat in the center. I'm not sure if that's what they're talking about with this one that I'm inspecting, but yeah, there's a pretty cool unique weapon. Next up, we have the AK47 Cartel, and I said for this one either field tested or battle scarred. I think the battle scarred one is actually more than the field tested, but they're both around $4, and the reason why I show both of them is because the only difference is that the battle scarred one is a bit darker. The field tested one is a bit lighter, and personally I like the battle scarred one more. Like, the darker makes it look better for me, but it's all your opinion. The battle scarred one is a bit more, but if you want a darker version of it, there you go. You could see them on your screen right now. It's not that big of a difference, but yeah. Next skin. Now next up we have the M4A1S. Now there is a few different types of skins that I wanted to talk about for this one, and the first one is the Leaded Glass, field tested for $2.76. Now, a lot of people respectively don't like the M4A1 because of its slow fire rate and pretty much small magazine, but I think this skin, along with a lot of other M4A1 skins, are just too good to pass up for its cheap price. Also, the M4A1S Atomic Alloy minimal wear for $3.27 is pretty much the same case. It's like one of the only bright orange skins in the game. It actually does tend to have a lot of wear, but it's not really that noticeable in game. It is a really cool skin. I used to have one of these a long time ago, but it is pretty spicy. Next up we have the Souvenir Galil AR I don't know how to say that, Cerberus something, for field tested $4.78. Not only is there not a lot of bright green Galil skins, if any, in CSGO, but there is also only like 10 of these on the market, and not to mention there's only 5 different types of souvenir skins for the Galil: the Cerberus, Hunting Blind, Cold Fusion, Sage Spray, and Very Camo. So this is a pretty rare skin. As I said, there's only like 10 of them on the market, but by the time you're watching this, it's probably going to be over $5 because there was only one for under $5 on the market, but it's still a pretty good Galil skin for under $5. The Sandstorm is also a cool one. You could get like very purple patterns with it for pretty cheap, and it's like a blue skin, so I don't think it's over $1, but yes, next skin. Next we have the AUG Chameleon factory new for $3.60. 60 cents. The design isn't that crazy on this skin. I mean, other than the chameleon on the back of it, the design is kind of boring and doesn't really stand out that much, but I mean, a lot of people have been using the AUG lately because of the most recent update lowering the price. This skin isn't too insane, but for its price, which is not even $4, I would definitely recommend buying it. And for our final rifle, we have the FAMAS Eye of Athena minimal wear for $3.88. Now literally just take a look at the name of this skin and you know it's going to be cool. Although the FAMAS is a very doo-doo weapon and I would rather buy a Zeus than it, I think that this skin is one of the most underrated in the game. Nobody's out here talking about the Eye of Athena. People out here paying like $1,500 for a Dragon Lore. Well, this masterpiece has been sitting right in front of us in plain sight the whole time. And for our final weapon, we actually have a shotgun, which you guys are probably going to bully me about, but at this point, if you haven't clicked off or disliked the video, I would like to thank you for watching and making it this far. But the final skin, once again, that we're going to talk about is the Mag7 Swag 7. This is literally the peak of human evolution. $1.84 for a modern day Picasso of a skin, man. I genuinely hope that whoever made this skin wins the lottery and becomes president of the United States. But besides that, guys, that pretty much does wrap up this video. So if you did enjoy, do not forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.